Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has presented 50 brand new operational vehicles to the security agencies in the FCT to support the fight against insecurity. Speaking during the presentation ceremony, the FCT minister said security was a priority of the Renewed Hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu and stressed the commitment of the FCTA to the security of the nation's capital. He said adequate provision was made in the budget of the FCT by the National Assembly for the purchase of the 50 operational vehicles, adding that the FCTA had earlier in the year also distributed 50 operational vehicles to the security agencies, bringing the total number to 100. The minister charged the security agencies to utilize the vehicles to protect lives and property in the Abuja city center and the satellite towns, urging them to take the war to the criminals and not wait until they strike. Wike, who noted that there is improvement in FCT's security situation, especially a reduction in kidnapping incidents in the rural areas, commended the security agencies and pledged the continued support of the FCT administration. He disclosed that 12 police divisions were currently being constructed in the 6 area councils of the FCT, as was requested by the FCT Police Commissioner, and assured that the divisions would be completed, furnished and handed over to the police by April next year. Noting that the difficult terrain and remoteness of the FCT Area Council were militating against the fight against insecurity, the minister also expressed confidence that the provision of access roads in the rural areas will also make it easier for the security agencies to operate in these areas. He therefore called on FCT residents to support the security agencies, urging them to report untoward activities in their communities to nip security threats in the board.
If I said, Eugene Abu said, happy birthday. Luckily, today's not my birthday. She didn't say happy birthday in advance. And so the music didn't work well. And that's why I didn't dance, because it's not my birthday. If she had said, let's put this big gift to celebrate in advance, yes, I would have accepted. Yes. So I thank God you did not get it right. Let me say this. I find it very disturbing that a chairman of a council will appear in the public and say he has no capacity to give vehicle to security agencies. I find it very embarrassing. And then you answer the chief security of your local government. To be a city chairman, but every time you go and collect revenue, where is the money going to? It's very, very embarrassing to hear you say you cannot buy a police station. One there. Security for all of us. You have a role to play as the chairman of a council. I was chairman of council. I built police stations. I bought vehicles for them. I provided water for them. You are not the late. In fact, security is the key. So if you have no capacity, then what are you doing there? Thank God you have told us you have no capacity. We'll see what will happen next time election. You are the one who says so, I'm not the one who says so. And luckily, this is a live coverage, so you can't deny what you said. Let me thank all of us who have come here today. Just like the chairman of FCT, Committee on House of Reps said, without the provision of the funding in the budget, it would not have been easy for us to purchase these vehicles. Because the National Assembly places emphasis, just like the President does, on issues of security. We are well provided to provide logistics for the security agencies. We have no excuses. We are building roads, yes. When people are not alive, who will use the road? So people have to be alive before they will use the roads. Yes, we are putting back our schools, but people must be alive before they will go to school. So security is key in any government. The government that cannot take care of their people, protect life and property, has no business to be in government. So the central thing of government is security. When once your people can have confidence that they can sleep with their two eyes closed, then you know that so many other things will follow. The last 3-4 months, we gave out 50 of these vehicles to the various security agencies. Now again, we are providing another 50, brand new, not fairly used. I want to make emphasis on not fairly used, brand new. And like I said last time, we must not give space. We must not allow these criminals to strike before we go in. We have to take the word to them. Let them know that we are serious. And so this institute period, make sure that we don't give them any gap. And I don't want anybody to say because there was no vehicle before we could reach there, something has happened. No. There are vehicles. And I thank the Commissioner of Police who has said that we have given out 50 and now we are giving another 50, making it 100. I don't know of any state who would have done what we are doing today within this short period. And people can attest the fact, they can feel that improvement in security in Abuja. People can attest to the fact, when we appointed, when we came here new, it was not that easy. And people were saying, oh, insecurity has taken over Abuja. I said, calm down. It requires planning. It requires to engage the stakeholders. And we went to all the area councils to engage the stakeholders. And we assured them that very soon you will see a change. And I thank God people are confessing that indeed they can feel the change, indeed they can sleep well with their two eyes open. We are not stopping there. The Commissioner of Police requested for additional police divisions. And I told the Commissioner of Police, we will. As I speak to you now, it's ongoing in 12 police divisions, ongoing in the 6 area councils. And by the grace of God, before April next year, we believe those police divisions will have been finished and furnished, and then equipped, and then we'll hand it over to the Commissioner of Police. This is to enhance security in our various areas. When you talk about the rural areas, we are not only going to protect them, we are also going to protect the city. Emphasis is not only one area. Emphasis will be both the satellite towns and the city, because all are important to us. I thank God we are opening up the roads in the area councils. That will make it easier for the security agencies to operate. Because when we came on board, and then people were talking about kidnapping in the rural areas. I said, why would there not be kidnapping? Why? No access road. So even if they kidnap somebody, how will the security agencies have access to the place? It's impossible. Therefore, there was a need that must open up the roads. So if there's anything, it will be easier for them to move in and stop whatever. And let me commend the security agencies. You know, in Nigeria, they only remember one thing that has happened now, but they'll forget the 100 you stopped yesterday. You have been up and doing. You are human. I want to appreciate you that you have done very well, and that's why we are giving you all the necessary support. We will not relent. to see that we give you all the necessary support. I will also advise that this vehicle be utilized for the purposes of securing the FCT and the satellite towns. It is not to be used for market, to go and carry our children from school. It is to be used for securing, policing our environments, our various communities, and the city. I believe with your dedication and commitment, these vehicles will be used for what it is meant for. And all of us here, we must also be vigilant to alert the security agencies of certain activities that you consider not too formal or you don't understand. You have to let the security agencies know. They cannot be everywhere. We don't have that number. So information is also key. We have to relate with them, have confidence in them. At the end of the day, we all become the beneficiaries. But let me use this opportunity to tell Nigerians and residents of Abuja, we are not afraid of blackmail. In fact, you cannot be in this kind of position, you say you will not be blackmailed. Particularly as regards this Abuja. There are so many land grabbers. Some of us have come to put our feet down. Let heaven fall. It is even better that heaven comes down now, so I will not be fasting again to go to heaven. We will stop anybody who thinks that he can take government land for whatever without formal approval. We will not look at your face. If you like, you can be a civil rights activist. If you like, you can be a television talker. What is wrong is wrong. No amount of blackmail can stop us. People take government property without approval, without document. And I have told people that there was a government yesterday, the government did not take any step, does not mean that another government will come today and will not take step. Or even if this government does not, tomorrow another government will come, that government may take step. That you did something 15 years ago does not mean it is right. It does not mean it is right. The mere fact that nobody tried to tell you it is not right does not make it right. You cannot take blackmail to get something from government. You can't. You cannot. Recently, we told Jonas Brother to quit from the southern business area. When Jonas Brother came to Abuja, they asked for a site for them to do their construction. That site does not mean it belongs to Jonas Brother. Jonas Brother has finished their job. They have to quit the land. You cannot tell me if they give you a site to, because of their construction, you finish, the land now turns to be your own. Is it possible? Show us the document that belongs to you. I'm not that kind of person you can think that you go on television or they want I was living there 20 years ago. So what? You're a squatter. So what? You're a squatter. If you like, go and carry everybody. What is wrong is wrong. You go back, you send people to beg me, then you go on television to tell people that they came to take their land. You said the land was allocated to a riversman. So what? The riversman is not entitled to have a land in Abuja. You will tell me who is that person that has it, that is entitled to have a land in Abuja. You can't tell me that. If you want me to go and publish names of people who have land in Abuja, I will go and publish, let Nigerians see. you want land, you know the right thing to do. You know the right step to take. Through blackmail, you won't get it. You won't get it. If your husband had a company who did a job for Abuja and had a site to stay, but it doesn't make it your husband's property. It doesn't. It doesn't. It is for you to come and say, please, we have this problem. How do you help us? And not to begin to blackmail people, carry people to go to social media. Mr. Wike has come to carry somebody's land. He gave it to one house of response. Ask chairman of FCT, who does not have land in National Assembly. Ask him. Who does not? So, I mean, some of us, you cannot get us by blackmail. Forget it. If you have problem, come to us. We know how to help you. We know how to solve the problem. Not, oh, I'm a woman. Oh, because I'm a woman. What is that? Because you're a woman, you can't carry government land. It is not so. Let anybody tell the person, bring the document to prove that that property is a property. So many of them like that. I have published it on newspaper and people thought I'm joking. Let me say it here. All of you are saying we are providing vehicles. With which money? Let me tell you, and some of us may not understand this. What does FCT get in a month from the federal government allocation? If the federal government gets 1 trillion a month, for example, we take 1%, and that is 10 billion naira. Assuming federal government gets 1 trillion a month in terms of the allocation, 1% of 10 trillion, 1 trillion, is 10 billion. Today, the salary of this staff, yes, the salary today is no less than 13-14 billion a month. So where will you get the other one? It's through taxes. It's through revenue. You are talking about Wike is working. Roads here, flyover here. You own a property, pay your ground rent, you won't pay. Then every day say Wike is working. He will work with his blood. I've never seen people like this. You don't sit down to ask, where is this money for flyovers coming? Where is this money for derivation coming from? There's no oil here. We are not collecting derivation. It's only what the federal government gets in a month. They give us 1%. 1%. So we must come very strong. All those who have not paid, who thought we are joking, I am going to revoke all. I am going to do it. You think that oh, nothing will happen. Something will happen. Don't come and be praising me, I'm doing bridge, I'm doing this. With what? So if you know whether you are seated here, go and check your records. If you have not paid, I will give you time to pay. But once the time expires, forget it. I will revoke it and allocate to those who will pay. I need money to do the roads. I need money to provide services in the satellite town. I will not use my blood. Even my blood. How much? So let us face a reality and tell our people the simple truth so that we'll be able to help. On this note, I want to invite our chairman of the National Assembly, Senate, House of Reps, and our dear leaders to join us as we commission these vehicles and hand it over to our security agencies for the good securing and policing of our city, Abuja. Thank you and God bless you.
Omo Efe Peace or Semere, Eagles FM News.